This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so A$AP Rocky, obviously, we know he's not guilty, okay? Almost cries outside. I would have too, okay? But Megan Kunif lost a bet. 50 Cent said, hey, $500,000 if to anyone who thinks that he won't, $500,000 he'll beat it, right? That's what he said. Because he saw the testimony of A$AP Telly, and he was unreliable. He was doing his own detective work. He was getting in arguments with the lawyers when they were asking him simple questions. He was getting offended by A$AP Rocky looking at him. And there was recorded phone calls of him and text messages of him wanting money from A$AP Rocky. He set the whole play up. He set the whole thing up to be like this, okay? And that's a fact. And that's a fact. I know more than what was reported in the courtroom because I knew some people that knew, I knew someone that was around the situation. I knew exactly when it happened. And it took like a year and a half to hit the press because he was trying to extort A$AP Rocky. Well, Megan Kunif, you got to pay $50, and he wants his money by Monday. Okay. Now, Joe Budden was very critical of 50 Cent. 50 Cent told him to stop walking around his complex naked. Okay. Stop walking around naked. Stop. You're 50 years old. Stop walking around naked. Stop acting like you're 22, acting crazy, and then also stop being a hypocrite. 50 Cent needs therapy. Joe Budden says 50 is wrong for what he said about Irv Gotti. Just because Joe Budden liked Irv Gotti doesn't mean that everyone should be nice to Irv Gotti. You didn't get an attempt murder on you, okay? Supreme tried to murder 50 Cent. And then he was that's Irv's man, and it was over the Ja Rule Irv Gotti problems, okay? He tried to kill him, bro. Okay? It's and Flip said it best. If you try to murder me, it's up forever. Some people just look at things differently. It's a different perspective. Then you can't let that go. Like, that's it. He almost died. And Joe Budden's like, he's wrong for that. What does Supreme have to do with Irv Gotti? Like Joe Budden's acting selectively dumb when he knows exactly why. He's been around Web and Nitty. He knows all this stuff, okay? He knows the streets. He knows how it works. But because he wants to have a little banter on his podcast, he says stupid things sometimes. Let's just be honest, okay? So 50 Cent washed him. Then we got Vybz Kartel. He gets the Mobile Awards Impact Award, and he performs. Spice introduces him as the king of dance hall. Beanie Man somewhere punching a wall. Then we got Kodak Black. His baby mom says, I haven't seen or heard from my child in 3 weeks, going on 4. No one's answering my calls. Won't tell me where he is. Won't even let me see him for the least. Took everything in me not to do this, but y'all forcing my hand. Bring me my son, and we can cancel all this court stuff. I hate I had to go this far, but what else is a mother to do? Meanwhile, she's out partying. But anyways, Kodak Black already responded and said, stop. Well, there's da-da-da-da. It's not a big deal. Now, Fat Joe, let me read this because I didn't really get to read this whole article here, but it's something to do with IHOP and his hit record. Let's see. So, hold on one sec. Excuse me. Let me pull this up properly so I can read exactly what this means. It says, missing IHOP contract may decide all the way up's battle for millions. Wait, is it a judge refused to dismiss copyright claims brought by Eric Fly Havana Elliott, the Miami-based songwriter who insists he co-created the track but never got his fair share. Fly Havana's fight for recognition and royalties will continue. Judge dismissed several law claims but kept Fly Havana's copyright case alive, signaling that the court sees enough merit. Flyman alleges in late 2015, he and producer Infrared's a huge producer, okay, laid the foundation to All the Way Up during 4 to 5 hour studio session in Miami. Claims he wrote the lyrics and crafted the melody and coined the song's now iconic hook. It asserts he willingly allowed the track to be shopped to Fat Joe and French Montana, believing it would be a collaborative effort. However, when the final version dropped in March 2016, Flyman's name was nowhere to be found. On the credits were royalties. He confronted Fat Joe, who allegedly acknowledged Elliott's work and promised to compensate him, meeting in an IHOP. Soon followed where Fat Joe handed Fly a $5,000 check with a memo line that read, "Right." Flyman assigned a piece of paper, but later argued that it was not full rights transfer. He can't locate the signed document. It's because it never wrote. It never happened. Hey, bro, he wrote it. How do you know? Someone in the... You know, this happens all the time. I don't know what happened. So Tyga is being outed for not doing big sales, but this is pretty normal with Tyga. Like, he has slow burns to his album. Like, he came out with the Gold album and only sold 2,200 copies the opening week. But then slowly he works the singles. He just released NSFW. It said it did 22,000, but they changed the shipping rules, so it really only sold 4,300. After Billboard cut 16K units due to new shipping guidelines. It doesn't mean Tyga's washed or anything. Trust me, okay? Because Tyga always finds a hit and works it. He does. So, Mississippi artist Jody 2 Times drops diss towards CMG Breezy in Moneybag Yo after he allegedly wrote verses for Moneybag Yo and wasn't credited. This is becoming a common theme today. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News, and I will check you guys in the next one. Make sure you smash that like button, and I'll be back with more news very shortly.